just built your first computer. What next? Have you got an operating system? You haven't? Well, let's fix that now. Stay tuned.
SkillStruct presents.
When installing Windows, there's a couple of things that you need to have. You need to have a computer to download Windows from. You need an 8GB memory stick or higher. And you need your main computer that you're installing Windows to. With these three things, we can get started. So if you're ready, let's go. Hey guys, here we are on my desktop. So there are going to be three things you need to get. Well, one thing you need, which is you need to go to Google and you need to type in Windows 10 ISO, and if you click on the second link in, just underneath the official thing, you get this download, which is download tool now, create Windows 10 media installation. Well, installation media. You want to download that, run it, and you want to accept it when it pops up with the administrator stuff. Now it says getting a few things ready. So what it's doing now is it's scanning through your current computer that you're trying to download Windows from, and seeing what stuff it's got inside of it, like the processor and stuff like that. It's going to bring up a license agreement, telling you about all the rights and whatever, and what you're agreeing to as a customer. You can read through that and in your own time and whatever, but I'm just going to click accept. And once again, it's getting a few things ready. Just searching through the computer, finding out what it is, whether it's 64-bit or 32-bit, stuff like that. And here we are. This is where now, if you've got your USB drive, you want to plug it in. So what you want to do is it says, do you want to upgrade this PC? You want to click no. You want to click this. Now, depending on what version of Windows you're running, whether that be 32-bit or whether it be 64-bit. If it's 64-bit, just keep it with the recommended of the computer that you've probably got, because the computer that you're probably doing this on is 64-bit. If it's 32-bit, you want to just untick it and just select 32-bit, or you can download both of them. Completely down to you. For this demonstration, I'm just going to use 64-bit. And now that it will ask you, do you want to create an ISO file, or do you want to just burn it straight to a flash drive, or transfer it straight to a flash drive? In this case, you would click transfer it straight to a flash drive, and now they can't read it, so I'm just going to plug my USB drive in now. Let's see. Right, it still can't find it. Well, there we go. Now if we refresh, you can see it's right there. In this case, you would click next, but as you can see, I've already got the bootable drive here. And these are all the files that you'll have in it, just here. So after that's finished, now that can take quite some time depending on your internet connection, and depending on the computer you're doing it on. So after that's done, I'll come back and I'll show you how to install it. Windows installation screen, all you should have to do is plug your USB stick in, and as long as there's nothing on any of the drives, it just boot straight off the USB. If it doesn't, you'll have to go into your BIOS, go to boot, and change the boot order to boot from the USB device. So what we're going to do is, in this case, I'm just going to go next, because it's all set to my region. Install. And now while it's setting up, in this case, right now, I'm not going to put my product key in, so I'm going to do it later. I'm going to do Windows 10 Pro. I'm going to accept the license agreement. I'm going to go custom. I'm just going to install it on this drive here. Now this can take a couple of minutes depending on just how fast the drive is that you've installed Windows onto. But I'm going to be back after it's finished, and then we'll continue. Hey guys, we're back. As you can see, the computer's just about to restart, and after the computer's restarted, we'll see that it's going to try and boot from the CD, or in this case, it's going to try and boot from the USB, but it can't boot from it. So it's now going to throw us back in. Might take a couple of minutes because it will say we're setting things up. Starting servers, getting devices ready. Now this process can take a couple of minutes. Once again, it very much does depend on your computer. But once this has finished doing its thing, I will show you then how to go through the process of creating a local account, if that's what you want. And I'll also show you how to stop all the tracking that Microsoft put onto Windows 10. Stuff like application tracking. So if an application crashes or you have an application on your computer, it's just to basically track general usage of what people tend to use and stuff like that, which no one really, let's be honest with that. So yeah, it's kind of stupid that it's built in, but don't worry, we're here. We'll be able to cover you on it and get it all sorted for you. So as soon as it loads up again. This one's a lot quicker. It should be this time anyway, because it hasn't got to do all that starting services and stuff like that. So it should just pop in a second and allow us to go through it all and whatever. There we go. One moment. Here we are. Now it's just going to ask us what region. Well, I'm going to go United Kingdom. You pick your region, obviously. United Kingdom again for my language layout, keyboard layout. I'm going to skip because I don't want to put any others there. Now it's going to do some networking. Now, the simplest way to do this would be to have no internet connection, like don't connect to Wi-Fi or don't have an Ethernet cable plugged in. But if you have got the internet plugged in, you don't have to worry. There is a way around it. I'm going to show you how to do that today, because that's the way I'm going to do it, because I'm not going to go around and unplug anything. Telling me not to turn off my device, as you can see. But for those of you wondering, so how we're gonna go about it, so what we're gonna end up doing is we're gonna create a local account. Then from there, it's gonna ask us what we want to set up. So we're gonna set this up for personal use because it's for the home. I mean, if it's for a business, you can also put it out for work use and stuff like that. Now it's gonna ask us to sign in. Well, we don't want to do this. If you do, then you can, but we don't. So we're going to go down into this left hand corner here and click offline account. This is where it will now just say, are you sure? Because there's so much you can do with it. No, we want a limited experience. Now it'll ask us to put a name. I'm just going to put admin, and my password is just going to be Now it's going to ask you to put some security questions in. And I'm just going to do that. After you put your security questions in, it will ask you if you want your location, and this is where we go, no, we don't want any apps to use our location. No, we don't want Microsoft to track anything. And we only want to send them required stuff. We don't want to send them anything else. And this is, we don't want any tips. We don't want any ads that are related to us. Now it's just going to ask us what to customize it about what we're doing. We don't have to, so we're just going to skip that. And now it's telling us about Cortana. They're really trying to push that on us, and you just go, not right now. Now it will start to load everything that we've set up. So, and then it's getting things ready. It will take about a couple of minutes, and then we should be on the desktop. And here you can see that Windows is all installed. We've got no access to Cortana. It's a fresh install of Windows. No, very clean. Thank you guys for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and comment. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the video. Make sure to follow us at SkillStruct. I will see you guys later.
This is a SkillStruct presentation. If you like what you hear and see, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.